Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the test account and our patch notes are up. That's right, on a Monday morning patch 1.141 is up, which goes ahead and adds a new constellation. So this is what we've been waiting for. Within the Field of Stars, we know this gave us the ability to get essentially a lot of loot out of there once you unlock those stars. So added a new Ancora constellation to the Field of Stars. Once unlocked, you will get Dragon Speak emblems and Epic Dragon Speak emblems from weekly quest rewards. Okay, I'm very happy about that because that is going to give us the ability to actually go through and build those out and have the heroes that we can build, which is awesome. I cannot wait to see this when this comes up in its entirety. We are going to have to check this out because, of course, that was one of the questions. Where can we build these out? Can't get them in red chest, can't get them in the epic chest that we originally had, and we've been kind of stockpiling, so now we have the ability to get them. Added a new legendary epic adventure for Baden, so now this is the fifth one. I think this is the fifth one, the Hopeless Isle, which will be available under the update. New Temple Rift season. Now the Temple Rift, of course, I'm hoping that they added essentially new loot within here. So added new avatar frames, which are very cool, and achievement sticker rewards, very cool. Added new auto pause setting when you encounter the beckoning place. While auto battling, you can set the game to automatically pause there. So that is normally what it does right now. I believe when it gets to the point of you building or getting another hero within the Temple Rift, the beckoning place will pause and that's where it will stay. So I like that. It's a good update. And again, it kind of just a little bit of a tweaking in here. Adjusted the content of different floors for defense rewards, keeping the overall amount of rewards the same. Added Draconis scrolls to some floors. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to have the ability within the Temple Rift to farm and build out some of those Draconis heroes, which is awesome. Again, they have to incorporate it. So it's kind of a either or side where if they keep adding more content to the game, if they keep adding more emblems, more scrolls, more summons, more everything that we need, they need to incorporate it based on the same amount of rewards, which is kind of what we talked about before. We need to make sure that we're not either doing kind of how we split signature items for the baits, for the engraving mats, now for the Draconis mats, now for the Draconis summons. They need to either give us more rewards or give us a different way essentially to go ahead and build these. And it seems like that's what they did, because if they added them just in the weekly rewards, okay, great. Didn't have any adjustment to the original rewards that we're getting. Adding the scrolls to some floors, okay, great. Giving us the ability to do more summons without, again, affecting everything else that we have in there. And that is yet to be seen exactly where that looks. So added the event, the Treasure Vanguard, which this, overall, it's a pretty, in my opinion, kind of a boring event. I think there needs to be a little bit more interaction. I think there needs to be kind of a revamp of this, the Treasure Vanguard, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of it. But you go in there, you set your team, it pretty much runs its thing, and then you log on, once or twice a day to really do anything. I don't know if the actual captain or the commander for the Vanguard is going to make a big difference, or if there's a whole different kind of mentality around it. But again, it seems kind of boring, and I know I've gotten that feedback from a lot of different players. The Joyous Celebration event will commence on the local 5-4. Ventures in the Test and Live server will prepare cakes to boost the progression of the servers and receive daily progression rewards and all server progression rewards. Very cool. We've seen this before. We just actually seen, I believe, like an event or two ago where we went in there and actually grew a plant. We did a couple things that was kind of built. So yeah, definitely going to be able to do that. Getting free loot. A new round of the Mystic Star Zone. So we know that this just finished. Now, overall, we are talking about the time frame kind of around the Mystic Star Zone, that it was a big time frame constraint, meaning that we had, well, I think 10 days was one single battle. So it was a 30-day window, which was kind of crazy. So they've lowered the times a little bit. And as you look here, the event runs as one combat round comprising 3 days of the enrollment period, 1 day for matching, 3 days of battle. So 3, 6, so 7 days. So in the course of the week, one round is entirely done, which is cool to see. Now, of course, we ran 3 of these, added a new feature to allow players to rapidly adjust their collections within formations. That will be pretty helpful as well. Added a new recycling feature to the Ghoulish Galleries. Adventurers now can perform recycling directly from the etching page. So this means that you don't have to go through and find the collection you just built. You can literally say, hey, it's trash, recycle it, hey, it's trash. Guys, and if you're not doing this, if you're not doing the Ghoulish Gallery, as much as I know it's an absolutely RNG nightmare when it comes to the Ghoulish Gallery, they honestly need to just go through here. And if you're doing it, at least if you're doing your 7 runs, you get absolute trash. You can recycle it, picking up an extra 700 diamonds a week, which is pretty good because, of course, the accumulation of diamonds, if you're picking up 700 a week, that means in the course of a couple weeks, you're going to be able to summon more Draconis heroes, which again, or go ahead and buy out whatever you want with those diamonds, doing more Stargazer summons. Essentially, you have to be doing it. And again, it's a very, very kind of cheesy, cheap way to do it. But overall, running this, especially because now it's auto, you can even just run it for trash collections just to get those extra diamonds for running it every single time. Increase the speed at which adventurers can unlock the resonating crystal slots. Need that because we have so many kind of crazy heroes. Add a new campaign quest rewards, the invigorating essence, Dragonspeak emblems, and epic Dragonspeaks. Campaign quest rewards, I am wondering exactly where these are going to go back to, because if they added these, you might get prorated, which essentially you will, being in campaign chapter 62, I think is where we're at right now. So if they're adding new campaign quests, that are going to go ahead and backdate us for those, which is going to be really cool. Increase the max number of heroes both by default and the adventurer's privileges. Increase or improve the text description of swapping feature of the rickety cart. They will not actually change the in-game experience. So guys, this is going to be huge. Unlocking the resonating crystal hero slots, which is awesome. We've said this was actually a big stopping point. Then they started putting in the ability in the AFK rewards to actually get these. And then of course, increase the speed of the invigorating essence, because again, you're getting so many heroes in here that now with the 5 new heroes, you got to be able to build that. But I want to see exactly what this looks like based on campaign progression, what they're going to give us. So if they're giving us emblems and epic emblems within the campaign, okay, that is really cool. We're getting them within some summons within, of course, the Temple Rift. All right, that's very, very cool. And then, of course, we're getting the stars. We're going to have to see exactly how many this is going to be giving us on a regular basis within that field of stars. So again, that is really cool that they're adding all of these emblems in here from the weekly quest rewards. I don't know, again, if it's going to be like 1 or 2, or is it going to be like a considerable amount, like 5 that we're getting every single week? Because also remember, you have to think about this going forward. And this is one thing that I definitely want you to note, is when we're going through here and we're actually utilizing this or building heroes going forward, as we get more Draconis heroes, we are going to need more resources to get them. And even again, moving forward, we're not going to have the events. There's not going to be all of this income. It's kind of what we've seen when the Epic Emblem came out for the plus 40 signature items with the regular heroes. There is not going to be the resources, and we've seen those dry up very, very quickly. Once the events were gone, it's very hard to get those epic emblems. Short of literally just buying them, there's no way to get them. And I was hoping this one would include the Dragonspeak emblems and also the regular epic emblems, that we'd actually be able to get them on a regular basis. Because getting them out of the bounty board is really the only place, but it takes so many of them to actually build them out. So we're going to have to see exactly the impact of this. But all right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about all the changes with the patch notes. And as always, thank you guys for watching.